help you God?
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
And just like that, the most divisive and most norm-shattering presidency in American history was over, and Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. became the 46th President of the United States. The inauguration ceremony began shortly after 11 a.m. Usually, tens of thousands of people would be gathered on the National Mall to watch the historic event. Not this year, though. Coronavirus and security concerns led authorities to close the area to the public. Instead, 200,000 flags were planted on the mall to symbolize the Americans who could not be there. In front of the Capitol, dozens of House representatives, senators, former presidents, and first ladies, and also Mike Pence, the now former vice president who, unlike Donald Trump, decided to attend the inauguration.
It is to dream
After an
together.
invocation by Father Leo O'Donovan, it was time for Lady Gaga to kick off festivities with a remarkable rendition of the national anthem. Then came an historic moment for the country.
I, Kamala Davy Harris, do solemnly swear.
Justice Sonia Sotomayor, the first Latina to serve on the U.S. Supreme Court, administering the vice presidential oath to Kamala Harris. One woman who shattered the glass ceiling, helping another continue to break barriers.
The duties of the office upon which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Kamala Devi Harris is now the first female vice president and the first black woman and person of South Asian descent to hold that position. From sea to shining sea, Jennifer Lopez's performance of America the Beautiful ended with words from the Pledge of Allegiance in Spanish.
Una nación bajo Dios indivisible con libertad y justicia para todos.
And shortly before noon, the United States welcomed its 46th president.
I will faithfully execute
That I will faithfully execute
the office of President of the United States.
office of President of the United States.
Joe Biden is now the commander-in-chief, becoming the nation's leader in a dark time for the country.
Once-in-a-century virus that silently stalks the country. A cry for racial justice, some 400 years in the making, moves us. The dream of justice for all will be deferred no longer.
The coronavirus pandemic, jobs, the Black Lives Matter movement, far-right conspiracies and extremism, the threat of domestic terrorism, and much more. America is divided, bruised, and battered. A daunting task lies ahead.
I will be a president for all Americans. All Americans.
The pomp and ceremony is mostly over. Work can now begin. Joe Biden and his administration are in charge of the United States for the next 4 years.